Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this and
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the starting group for Chicago. And for Brooklyn, Brandon Ingram out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Anthony. And it's Stoudemire in at the center. And Brooklyn with possession here. Booker against Rose. Booker, good.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
And Adebayo over to help. Pass to Boozer. Here's Dang. Over Ingram. And it's Dang missing. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
How about Melo out there running like that, filling the lane, and you know he's going in there to get the easy deuce.
From deep, Rose. On target from range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Anthony right side. And here's the fast break. Here's Noah. And he misses the fast break layup. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Going inside. And Anthony slams it in.
Melo sees the space. Melo gets to the space. And Melo scores.
Here's Bogans. He's guarded by Anthony. Bogans, no good.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Anthony. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Rose. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Wow. Rose looking just as tenacious as ever. He isn't intimidated by the close D at all.
And so Rose knocks them both down.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Noah. Lets a floater go. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. And Anthony, here we go. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Rose against Booker. Here's Dang. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Out to Anthony. And he drives over the top. Are you kidding me? Wow. Amazing.
Man, that's ferocious Melo with some hang time and just crushes the jam.
Knocked away and stolen by Booker. And Booker with the jam.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's Rose. He's got 5. And the basket by Noah.
Well, do I have to say Noah's arc is looking good?
And Booker's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Leading by 5. Manning's shot is good.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Korver. No good on the 3.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
They get it again. Booker, the pass to Ingram. Three-pointer, Anthony. Nails it from beyond the arc. Anthony's got 9.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Korver. Still no points. Great open look there.
Well, I guess the D didn't read the scouting report that you can't let Korver get free from the perimeter.
Here's Anthony. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for your home team.
The free throw drops for Anthony.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight.
Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Watson comes in for Rose. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Now here's Watson. Booker defending. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good. Dang.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Anthony outside. Outside Ingram. Anthony right side. And he drains the turnaround J. 13 points in the game.
Catching and firing, Melo has it all working in this one.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls. So it's both teams making substitutions here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Brooklyn leading by 7. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Thomas with the defensive effort.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Korver can't get it to go. And it's Westbrook off the drive. Off with the layup. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Westbrook with 1 on the clock.
Oh man, just
gets it down. Nice.
That's spectacular.
A big-time effort for Carmelo Anthony, providing a lot of energy for Brooklyn. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
They've got Russell Westbrook. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Bam Adebayo is out there with Brandon Ingram. And for Chicago, they've got Taj Gibson, and it's Thomas in at the center position, locking down the middle. Brooklyn leading by 7. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Korver. And the three-pointer goes. Korver's got 8 points.
And, hey, that's Korver's go-to. As soon as...
Oh, hey! How about that?
That's impressive.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Outside Watson. Here's the pick. Pass to Dang. Adebayo grabs the board.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play. Right now playing with tons of intensity.
You know, he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of him, B.A., would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to be called. Whether it's center or forward, it doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor and can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length. He continues to grow his game.
Here's Bogans. Can't cash it in from close range. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Keenan. Fades. Off the left rim and out.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
To the middle. Here's Gibson. Comes up empty down low. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And then Adebayo slams it in.
Oh, and Bam taking flight.
And here's Watson. He has 7. Down low. Here's Thomas. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Anthony's checked in for Brooklyn. Booker comes in for Westbrook. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Booker. Chicago with a rebound. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. Pass to Rose. There's the 3. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
It's Anthony on the take.
And when Melo's driving like that, good luck stopping him. He is welcoming that kind of contact.
1:57 left to play in the first half. Here's Noah. Doesn't go that time. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Anthony. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And now it's an 11-point Brooklyn lead.
Talk about style points. I think the fans will remember that one.
As a young, dynamic scorer, Devin Booker knows how to get his way against most defenders in the league.
It's his first trip to the line. Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Both free throws good from Booker. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Booker.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Stolen by Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got 10 points.
Well, the D's trying to limit the looks that Booker is getting, but he's terrific around the rim.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Here's Noah. Adebayo with the rejection.
And Bam with the emphatic block.
Here's Anthony. Now That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
Chicago trails by 19. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. And that one's good. Hogan's.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
For three, Anthony. Chicago with a rebound. 20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Rose can't connect. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Booker finds Anthony. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
Melo not afraid to pull the trigger from deep, that time from 3.
Pass to Boozer. Here's Bogans. And counted from 19 feet away. He's got 5. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Brooklyn out in front, leading by 17. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, you got to like what Carmelo Anthony has done in this game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
You want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. We've got Carmelo Anthony. Bam Adebayo is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Stoudemire in at the 5 down low. And for Chicago, Chicago trails by 17. Here's Bogans. Rebound by Stoudemire. Stoudemire's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Anthony. Blocked! And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Boozer. No points yet. Rose outside. 3-pointer. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 5 rebounds in the game. Ingram, the pass to Booker. Unloads. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Here's Rose. Brooklyn pulls it in. Stoudemire's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Anthony. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Anthony's got 24.
Carmelo Anthony operating in the mid-range is just danger zone. You got to put your defense at DEFCON 1.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And stolen by Booker. Driving to the basket.
He got his timing down. And how about Booker going high up for the dunk?
And so here is Chicago. Pass to Bogans. Here's Boozer. Now Rose. And stolen by Adebayo. Booker with it. And Booker with the jam.
And Booker now in attack mode. That's the kind of hard-charging approach he needs to have to get points on the board.
Stolen by Booker. Inside, Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Here's Deng. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And it's rejected. And they'll keep possession. Here's Anthony. And that's good. Off the glass that time. Anthony's got 28.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and the blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Booker's got 18.
And Booker just keeps taking him. He's a scoring machine.
Pass to Boozer. Booker against Rose. Looking to win the run. Fires in the triple. Give him 8 points now.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Booker takes it inside. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
So tough to guard. Devin Booker combining that range with the handle.
Here's Rose. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. He's perfect from the line this time. A minute 22 left in the third quarter here. And Booker, here we go. And Booker throws it down.
Now, Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. That free throw good from Booker. Here's Dang. Got a hand on it. Booker for 3. Nails it from 3. Booker's got 26.
That's Booker's specialty. So good at rising up and connecting off the catch.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, how about the work they've done from the in-between area? They are making it rain, and the storm ain't over yet.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And Booker has got the ball here for Brooklyn. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Well, you look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute. Coach is loving the ball movement.
Rose has gone 3 for 6 from distance. He's feeling it. Here's Booker. It's deflected. Pass to Dang. Out to the wing. Here's Rose. Connects on the 17-footer. Rose has got 10 points in the quarter.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
And so it's Brooklyn with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Anthony Edwards out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Manning in at the 4-man position. 14 feet away. Westbrook can't hit. Chicago with the ball. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Noah passes to Watson. Pass to Bogans. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Here's Noah. Tries again. Rebounded by Keenan. And Brooklyn with possession here. Here's Edwards. The quick look, no good that time.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
To the inside. Here's Korver. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, Kyle Korver at the line is lights out. And if there's guys on the floor you don't want to foul, Kyle Korver would be the one.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Jacks up a 3. Korver, that one's good.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten 4 this quarter.
And he's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. A nice shot by Watson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Outside Watson. Pass to Korver. Fires from deep. Brooklyn pulls it in. Keenan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Westbrook. Hands it from the wing.
Well, the whole floor, including the mid-range, is Russell Westbrook's playground right now.
The 3. Korver, that one's good.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Pass to Watson. Here's Korver, pounded by Westbrook. Here's Bogans, 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Westbrook with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing, defended by Watson.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Bogans. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And this is the problem with playing from behind. Missing freebies takes on greater importance.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And money from the stripe. SGA could close his eyes and knock that down.
Here's Deng. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for Brooklyn. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Boozer grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Rose, the pass to Noah. Here's Bogans. Inside. Pass to Boozer. Here's Rose. Down low. To the left wing. Here's Bogans, guarded by Edwards, to the middle. And the basket by Noah.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Rose, rebounded by Keenan. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Keenan. Rose against Edwards. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice jump shot.
Oh, that jumper so pure. Gilgeous-Alexander with great confidence.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Rose. And it's blocked. Edwards, a pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, a rim wrecker by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Russell Westbrook. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And that one falls for Rose.
Derrick Rose. 2 shots.
And so he hits both. 16 seconds left in the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go, uses the glass on the layup.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Yeah, and this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
2 shots.
And he drops the first. Good on both. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
Derrick Rose. 2 shots.
It's both from the stripe. Oh, it's stolen away. So we see Brooklyn get the win here, showing that they're the
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Adebayo is out there with Bamba. Then it's Ingram. Then it's Anthony. And it's Booker in at the point. And for the Thunder, Cephalosha is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Nick Collison. And it's Durant. And it's Perkins in at the 5. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Westbrook, and there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And he needs to get himself under control here. That's 2 fouls in less than 60 seconds.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
He's got moves in close. There's a reason Westbrook likes to get in there.
KD on the wing. Goes up the baseline, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Here's Anthony, now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
No, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
KD can't get it to go. Anthony looking it over. Over Durant. Anthony's shot is off. Here's Oklahoma City now. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Westbrook finds Collison. The 3 from KD. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That one's on Anthony.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And he makes all 3.
Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Outside Anthony. Nice defense from KD.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Great D that time from Westbrook.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Just candid Westbrook with a confidence-boosting triple.
The 11-footer, and Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Hits it from 3-point range.
And the key for Westbrook is having his feet under it. I mean, when he does that, the jumper is wet. Oh, that's how you power that one down, young fella.
He went hard to the hoop and did not disappoint when he got there. Here's Westbrook. After the basket by Brooklyn, Durant wide open, he fires. And the 3 off target. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Collison. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Durant misses from short range. At the top of the key, Westbrook out to Anthony. From downtown, they get it again. Lets the 3 fly. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Muhammad, he's checked in for Perkins. Cook comes in for Nick Collison. James Harden, he's checked in for Cephalosha. And Fisher subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Fisher. Here's KD. And Bamba pulls it down.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Bamba. And that's 13 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Again, it's Melo. He's lighting up the scoreboard, and this is what Anthony does.
Pass to Durant. Shot to stop the run. Knocks down the 3-ball. Durant's got 8 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Anthony. And he converts the layup.
Well, great job by Anthony keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
But let's see how they play the clock.
A shot by Harden. Wide open. Off target from 3-point range. Brooklyn leading by 3. Pass to Manning. Shoots from the elbow. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And Melo's jumper is pure. You feel like it's going in every time he gets a clean look at the rim.
Outside, Fisher. Pass to Cook from deep. And that comes off the assist by Derek Fisher. Here's Anthony driving the lane.
And just a perfectly designed play. Anytime you can get a dunk on the inbound, you know the X's and O's were in the right spot.
Carmelo Anthony getting it done for Brooklyn. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Brooklyn.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And also, they've been draining mid-range jump shots, measuring the defense well, and just taking what they give them.
They've got Miller. Fisher is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Muhammad, and it's Cook in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And here's Brooklyn. Cook looking it over. The kick out to Westbrook. And Derek Fisher with the 3.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change, it's 6 already.
And a wide open look for Fisher. Off target with his 3. Sweet move. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Here's Cook. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense. Capable of getting up to block shots.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Adebayo. Good work there as it goes.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Oklahoma City trailing. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. A different look for Oklahoma City. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Muhammad. Cephalosha comes in for Cook. And it's Harden in for Fisher. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Anthony's checked in. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 9. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Westbrook has his fingerprints all over this game, just dominating the offense right now.
Cephalosha with the steal. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Anthony with it. Westbrook picks him up. Takes the 13-footer. Perkins pulls it in. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Kevin Durant comes in for James Harden. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Pass to Cephalosha. Back to Westbrook. From past the arc. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's running around the perimeter ready to fire.
Anthony's shot is off. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Outside, Katie. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Anthony up on top, covered by Perkins. Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got 21.
Man, I love that turnaround jumper. What a tough shot to defend.
Outside, Katie. Fires the three. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Katie's got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Booker, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Pass to Booker. Fires from deep. Book it! Devin for three.
And I love the confidence Booker has. He didn't even stop to think before letting that one go.
Jackson kicks to Cephalosha. To come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Anthony. Plays it up and banks it in. And now just a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Here's Jackson. And that one, good. Jackson's got his first basket.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And here's KD for three. Rebounded by Anthony.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. To the inside, Durant. Bank shot, no good. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Keenan, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, that's a really good pass from Booker, simply getting it to the open man.
So it's the Thunder now. Here's KD. Good work defensively by Anthony. Brooklyn trailing. Booker the pass to Keenan. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Poke loose. Jumps up. Edwards going all the way.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Brooklyn ahead as they end the second quarter on a 15-4. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Bamba. Anthony is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. KD with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Ingram passes to Adebayo. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Durant. Cephalosha with it. Good on the 3-point shot. Cephalosha's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City.
That's why Westbrook racks up so many assists.
Goes up with a stripe. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Westbrook's got 17. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans got...
Nice finish.
Wow. Just wow. I mean, Anthony letting that creativity shine through on that finish.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Drills it from outside.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Inside. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Anthony.
And this close into the cup, Anthony makes it look easy. Nice soft touch on that one.
Westbrook against Booker. The open shot, Durant. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 13 points in the game.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Brooklyn trails by 3. And here's Adebayo outside. And Westbrook pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Takes the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Ingram up top. Goes up. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Derek Fisher's checked in for Nick Collison. And here's Fisher outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. Anthony's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Booker kicks to Anthony. 3-pointer. And it's Durant with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 4. Shoots the 3. Durant drains it from distance.
And Durant focuses on taking high percentage threes, which is why he's so efficient from there.
A nice shot by Booker.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Thunder. Fisher outside. To the middle. Looking for Perkins. He gets it there. And Bamba pulls it down. Brooklyn trails by 5. Here's Ingram. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And he's got the length and size to do damage inside. They just want him to keep adding good weight.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Muhammad, he's checked in for Perkins. Daquan Cook comes in for Cephalosha. James Harden, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Jackson in for Derek Fisher. And then for Brooklyn, Bam Adebayo comes in for Bamba. And it's Edwards in for Carmelo Anthony. Here's Edwards. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
Excellent touch on the floater. Edwards is such a dynamic offensive talent.
Jackson looking around. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Here is Cook. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And that one's good. Ingram.
A smooth shot from Ingram. Shooting with range is definitely an area that he's worked at.
Booker against Jackson. To halt the run. And Adebayo sends it back. Here's Booker. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Reggie Jackson.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw good, Booker. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for Brooklyn. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get up. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. We've got Harden, Muhammad out there with Miller. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Cook in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick. They have taken a very methodical approach.
And here is Hachimura. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 35, Larry Eden.
Edwards against Harden. Pass to Muhammad. Outside Westbrook. Here is Cook. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. Westbrook, no good. Brooklyn leading by 7. The 3. Westbrook, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Cook, the pass to Westbrook. From outside, off the mark.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And this is how lethal Anthony is in close, capable of throwing it down all over the defense.
The Thunder call timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's been on an absolute tear inside. They got to figure out a way to keep him out of the lane. I don't know.
Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for James Harden. Bamba is checked in for Brooklyn. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, guys. Well, Oklahoma City's coach had some advice for the team during the last break. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose. If you don't...
Whoa! A little extra right there from Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Westbrook kicks to Miller. Pass to Muhammad. Here is Cook. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. From the arc. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nazr Muhammad. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. Perkins, he's checked in for Muhammad. Collison comes in for Miller. And Durant subbed in for Daquan Cook. Pass to Westbrook. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Look, Westbrook does not mind contact while he's going to the bucket. In fact, he welcomes it.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Brooklyn.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Anthony up on top. He's covered by Collison. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Drains the 3-pointer. Westbrook's got it back down to within single digits for Oklahoma City. Here's Anthony. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And Melo, a skilled shooter, if he gets a clean look, you expect him to make it.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Devin Booker comes in for Russell Westbrook. Westbrook against Booker. Now here's Westbrook. He's guarded closely. In the corner, Sefolosha with it. For the 3. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Adebayo finds Ingram. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Kicks it out to Booker. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And Brooklyn leads by 14.
And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
And Brooklyn has possession. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And it's Ingram missing. Westbrook against Booker. 18 feet out. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Outside Anthony. Pass to Bamba. The Thunder pull it in. Stolen by Bamba. Kicks it out to Booker. Booker draws the double. And here's Adebayo outside. And the three ball is good.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Westbrook passes to Collison. Booker against Westbrook. Perkins with a screen on Booker. Here's Westbrook. And the layup falls. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Booker kicks to Anthony. Durant feeling it out a bit. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter Allie LaForce. And the starting lineup for Miami, they've got James, and it's Wade in at the 2. And for Brooklyn, Devin Booker out there with Anthony. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Ewing in at the 4. And so off the tip, it'll be the Heat. Here's Chalmers. Booker defending. James outside. Pass to Wade. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Chalmers, the pass to James. Adebayo with the rejection.
What a menacing swat by Bam. Letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
And we have to take another look at that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Pass to Ewing. Launches a 3. LeBron with the rebound. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Heat. Here's Wade. Over Ingram. Wade misses.
And give him credit. He tried for the fadeaway over the taller defender. Good move. Bad result.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game now.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
About a minute into this first quarter. James can't get it to go. Ingram, the pass to Booker. Here's Ewing. Fires from the line. It's good. Off the glass.
Devin Booker, not a guy who's going to just hunt out his own shot. If you're open, he'll find you.
Here's Chalmers. Pass to Wade. Now, here is James. Covered by Ingram. Shot's good by James.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Sinks the tray. Ewing's got 7.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Chalmers. Pass to Wade. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And there's James from the arc. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Brooklyn with the ball. Anthony right side. Cuts off the pass. Wade, the pass to James. Jam as he slams it right over Adebayo.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Rebound Miami. On the wing, Wade is guarded by Anthony. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I'll tell you, the defense cannot afford to be too physical with Dwayne Wade. He attracts so much attention and understands how to draw contact.
So both teams making some changes here. And Booker has got the ball here for Brooklyn. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, such a versatile scorer. Devin Booker, the 3 levels. You want to give him the midi, he'll take it.
Pass to Haslam. On the wing, Wade, Booker defending. Allen outside, takes a 3. Counted from distance. And it's all knotted up.
Well, the basketball mind that Dwayne Wade possesses is so special. What understanding and feel for where his guys will be. You know, execute the turnaround as well as he did there, and there's not much a defense can do about it. Just have to hope the shot's not falling.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Edwards, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Anthony's checked in for Miami. James finds Anthony. Up top, Allen. Pass to James. Anthony, right side. 5 to shoot. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Anthony against James. Anthony, the pass to Adebayo. Booker for 3. Knocks down the long J. Booker's got 5 points.
Boy, the delivery from Booker so clean. That jump shooting is pure.
Allen outside. Connects from downtown.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
James can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's Anthony. LeBron with the rebound. So it's Miami now. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Wade. Anthony with a screen on Booker. From the wing. That shot off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Anthony, and it's Allen in at the 2 spot.
What we know unequivocally is the best players being your hardest workers. The guys who want to be held accountable make such an impact on your program, and that is Russell Westbrook to a T.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Anthony. Banked it in off the glass.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Miami trails by 4. For 3, Allen. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. And Brooklyn with possession here. The 3 is up. And he can't get that one.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Westbrook, the pass to Edwards. Into the lane. Taking it right down the lane. Edwards.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Bosch. Brooklyn pulls it in. Westbrook left side. Pass to Ewing. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Here's the break. And he lobs it up to the rim.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Miami trails by 10. It's stolen by Ingram. Here's Ewing. He's got 11, and he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far. Here's Chalmers. Rebounded by Keenan. Brooklyn with the ball. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. And Ewing gets it to go. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Keenan gets the bucket.
Well, just really intelligent playmaking from Russell Westbrook. This guy sees someone with a good look, and he gets him the basketball.
Miami trails by 14. Edwards comes with a double team. Pass to Wade. Can they get it? And the layup is good.
Well, this is perhaps the best weapon in Dwayne Wade's very varied arsenal. The feel in the paint, incredible.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. For 3, Booker. LeBron with the rebound. And stolen by Anthony. Driving in. And Anthony slams it in.
Oh, got to his launch pad, and Melo made sure that went down.
1:52 left in the first half. Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Booker. Finished off by Westbrook.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Now, here is James. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Well, you got to keep up. That time, Anthony leaving the defense in the rear view.
Miami trails by 18. And we've got 1:18 left in the second. And there's James from the arc. Brooklyn pulls it in. Ewing's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Anthony. James with the block.
That size and length and strength, LeBron, a tough one to try to shoot over.
Here's Ewing. Goes up again. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Here's Wade following the bucket by Brooklyn. And miss after miss right now. Pass to Anthony. Here's Ewing. Stolen. For 3, James. He buries it from 3. James has got 7 points in the game.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Chalmers. Pass to Wade. Cash money on the open jump shot. He's got 6.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
2 on the clock. No good on the layup. And so it's Brooklyn leading by 17 at the end of the period. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Brooklyn leading by 17. They've got Devin Booker. He's out there with Anthony. Brandon Ingram out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Ewing in at the 4. Fades back. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And for Miami, we've got LeBron James. And it's Bosch in at the 4-man spot. Pass to Bosch. On the wing, Wade. He's guarded by Anthony. Here's Bosch. 6 on the shot clock. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Adebayo finds Booker. Here's Anthony. LeBron with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. To the paint. His first shot attempt. The shot by Haslam, no good. And Booker's got the ball here for Brooklyn. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Well, that's an unselfish player who definitely wants to get his teammates involved. A willing passer there, Booker.
Down low. Here's Wade. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Take it away. Here's the break. Tipped away. And here's the fast break for the finish. And Ewing gets it to go. Ewing's got 23.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Ewing. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. This is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line for 2, Patrick Ewing.
And so he makes both from the line. So it's Miami now. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Bosch. No made baskets yet. To the middle. Here's Haslam. They grab their own miss. James. To the wing on the left. And again, no good by Miami.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Pass to Bosch. The 3 ball. Adebayo grabs the board. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. It's blocked. Here's Wade. He's guarded by Anthony. Here's Haslam. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
It goes on Bam Adebayo. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams changing it up here. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Pass to Booker.
2 minutes.
Here's Manning. Misses in close.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Here's James. Here's Bosch. The shot's good on the assist by James.
This is why you run your offense through LeBron. Great vision, great decision maker.
Booker, the pass to Anthony. Over James. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Stolen by Booker. Pass to Anthony. There's the block. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. To the inside. Outside for Booker. From downtown. Rebound Miami. Now here's Allen. He has 6. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep. Allen's got 9.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Booker, good.
Well, the definition of the, quote, sharpshooter. Booker showing great balance and accuracy for a young guy.
Allen, the pass to Wade. Inside. And Anthony slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
For 3, Booker knocks it down from distance. Booker's got 8 points in the quarter.
Devin Booker will flat put it to you on the three-point line. Don't give him any open shots.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. Westbrook, he's checked in for Devin Booker. Miller's checked in for Miami. On the wing, Wade. Give him 8 points now.
Well, this guy, a dangerous interior scorer at his position, right? Dwayne Wade's so good at making the defense foul him.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Brooklyn leading by 21. Manning passes to Ewing. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Ewing's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Chalmers. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the inside. Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Here's Ewing. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Brooklyn. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. It hasn't... Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Miami trails by 21. We've got Anthony Edwards, also Russell Westbrook out there, and it's Ewing in at the 5 spot. For 3, Allen. Rebounded by Keenan.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
You know, Melo's so consistent with that shooting form. It's really hard for him to get into a slump.
So it's Miami now. Pass to Battier from behind the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
Battier's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. For 3, Anthony. Offensive rebound. Over Allen. Anthony misses. The open shot by Allen. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Chalmers. And there's the rejection. Keenan, pass to Anthony. For 3. Drops in the 3. Anthony's got 5 points now in the quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away. Just doing a great job creating chaos.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Pass to Wade. And here's Anthony. Back to Wade. Down low. Second shot opportunity. And Anthony with the lay-in.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Chalmers. No good from outside.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
Brooklyn leading by 21. Here's Ewing. Soft touch off the glass. Ewing's got 12 points here in the second half.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
That one drops for him.
Well, Dwayne Wade simply dominating on offense, and he's making it look easy, guys.
Three-pointer, Anthony. Haslam with a rebound. Miami trails by 21. Here's Wade. The 15-footer is good. Wade's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Here's Ewing. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. And Brooklyn leads by 21.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Here's Wade, covered by Ingram. Some solid defense from Ingram. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged. That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Wade drives in. Pass to Chalmers. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. Chalmers has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. It's an 18-point lead. Ewing, no good. We've got 1:08 left to play in the fourth quarter. Chalmers, the pass to Wade. Here's Chalmers. And there's the lob. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches it from deep. Brooklyn, no good that time either. And it's Miami's ball. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth. And that one's good. Chalmers.
3.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Anthony. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Here's Chalmers. James outside. Pass to Wade. Some solid defense from Ingram. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Anthony misses. That's tipped. So we see Brooklyn get the win here. Well, this might not have been the most